Back in the office, trying to get stuff done. Big move this week is, so I have this version of Coffee Table book. And this version is going to look like, having the chapters and then journal pages and journal prompts, some of my notes. And honestly, it's got me thinking about this point that I work with people where we really talk about consistency being the big deal. How long are you willing to put effort toward a thing? So this book, which is the Coffee Table book that I put out, that I'm really proud of, it's got all these beautiful images from our travels. This got made based on all the Monday motivational emails that you guys have read throughout the year that I use to write to support the brand. Those came from me journaling. And then now we're being converted into another book and being used to help explain some of the ideas that I use to change my life. And at this point, I've kind of taken a little time to look at the body of work of everything I've done, from all the videos on this YouTube channel. And I considered for a long time starting a new channel since I have a little bit new focus, and it just didn't feel right. I felt like diving back in when I was ready instead of thinking it needs to look perfect. Actually starting to jump back in and be authentic and show what's going on in my life. So this is my office, for those of you who don't know. There is the podcast table that rarely gets used and more gets used for stuff. I've got note boards around my office. This is my desk setup. So I have my big screen here, my laptop tied in, and then another screen there, and the desk is adjustable. And this is where I spend most of my time. It is right here at Dope. Got some friends training. And I know some of you have followed the channel since we started back in 2011, back when I was training in my original garage gym and didn't know where any of this was going. And along that ride, I can start to feel like we're never making progress. We're never getting there. I can get caught up in the one day when I have it, I'll finally be happy. I'll get to relax and rest, and it's never going to be. What makes me happy is progress. And the way that I measure progress is through tools like this, being able to journal. And that's what allows me to continue moving forward, creating things, and then figuring out, how do I operate with a business? How do I sell? How do we host retreats? How do we continue to create amazing experiences that people want to share with us? And man, things have changed. You guys have come along the ride with me being Highland Games World Champion, and then on to running the apparel company for 10 years, and then trying to make projects work like Drifter Lifta and any of the other stuff. The consistency that I want you to see is never stopping. It's not that any of these were the right answer. None of them were the thing that were the tipping point. They've all just been parts of the same ride that I've been lucky enough to be on. This channel's been around since before I got married and was around with my ex-wife, and I've got to show a lot of my life to this channel, and it felt weird to start something over and not honor how cool it is to have all that. Because when I do talk to people and I want to inspire, I want to make sure that the proof of work is there, that the authenticity is there, that all of this evidence that what I'm saying about being consistent and giving a shit and staying out of your own way and making a plan and strategy and following through with your dreams gets you what you want. Take some time and check out some of the old videos and dive back in and look at the change. I've been doing that recently, and it's fun to go back to what that guy's perspective was and what his struggles were, and really allow myself to feel proud of all the progress I've made. So here's me trying to return to YouTube. Here's me trying to create content in a new way and continue to share more of what my life looks like. This week 991, I got a couple projects I need to get done on the van, but it's honestly too gross outside for me to probably get them. I don't think they're hard, but I do need decent weather. I need to swap out the heater that's in my seat. I need to give a little bit of work to the suspension. I have a good week of calls with clients, and then next Monday or the end of this week, I'm leaving and heading down to Austin. So I'm really only going to be home for about a week. Next week, I've got meetings down there, and I hope to be taking you guys along as well. We'll keep making progress. We'll keep chasing the goals. It's really all there is. And this is what keeps me present and moving forward and focused on the next thing and not getting too tied up or connected to the direction or the destination that I think this life is going, and being able to stay present and flow with whatever comes. This is all stuff Upcoming men's retreat, some product from Dozo, which is great, microdose stuff. I've got some ass wipes from Good Wipes. These guys rule. They've been sending us stuff for a really long time, and these are great. I have them in the van. Some of those. A little tripod in there. And then one of my new favorite products, Athletic Nicotine. These guys are rad. They've kind of replaced, they have replaced Zens for me, and whoa. They make a 6 milligram now. A 3. 3. These guys. The 1.5s. These are what I really like. The 1.5 milligrams been my favorite. I find the flavor lasts a lot longer than it's in, and I get all the cognitive stuff and things I want out of nicotine. You guys fuck with that? Mess with nicotine? Follow up for hip appointments right now. We're not there yet. I just wanted to kind of take a second, because a lot of times when I get a chance to talk via this format, I've kind of worked through the thing, and this morning I'm in it. This morning I'm in it, man. I'm fucking angry that I have to do this. I'm angry that my body hurts. I'm angry that I'm having a 10th surgery. I'm angry that I'm 42 and having a second joint replaced. I'm just angry about it. And I have all the tools with the breath work, the gratitude, the able to reframe my mindset, the being able to change my perspective. And like, I know a couple things. I know this feeling of anger I have is temporary and it's going to pass. I know that I'm existing in the hell realm. I know all this. And yet I'm here. It's not preventative to keep me from getting this, right? It keeps it from overcoming everything else and ruining my fucking life. It's what allows me to hold perspective, and I know that this anger I have right now is going to change and fade. I know that no matter how overwhelmed, frustrated, pissed, and feeling sorry for myself I am right now, and I am, which I'm not proud of. And I know it makes me want to isolate, and I know it makes me want to fucking withdraw, and I just want to distract, and I just want to get through it. I've done all this 9 other times, 9 fucking other surgeries, 9. Like, it's enough surgeries that I can't decipher which ones were what anymore. Tired of the setback. I'm tired of saying fucking no to things. I'm tired of feeling like I'm sitting on the sidelines when I've taken care of myself, when I have fed myself, and I have trained, and I've stayed in shape, and all of this shit. This morning I'm just angry. But what I'm not going to do is let this bleed on someone else. I'm not going to take this out on someone and be shitty to them. Speak about it. I talk to my wife, and I talk to my friends, and I allow myself to be angry, and I'm not looking for solutions because I know it's temporary. I know that it'll change. So let's go have an appointment. Well, so I got in this morning, I had a wild hair, and now all this shit. 3 trash cans full of stuff out of my storage closet. Man, you just can't help but acquire things, or I can't. And there's so much stuff that we've had from photo shoots and things like that, which dope has served so many different purposes that it needs to be recalibrated every once in a while, because it's been van build stuff and photo shoot stuff for a bunch of years, and then things we have for retreats and such and so forth. It just needs to get sorted out every once in a while. It feels good to clean some shit out. It's not bad today for 7 a.m. Overall, I really like having stuff to do. I like working on the gym. I like working on the house. What I really like is making stuff mine. So this morning, I'm adding this little piece to the rail so that the door can stop like halfway and then all the way. It's really nice when you're at camp. Whether it's been dope, or it's been the house, or it's been the El Camino or the van, one of the things I enjoy most is really making things mine. I remember watching my dad piddle in the backyard and play with stuff, and the big thing he was always stoked on was duck season coming up. Well, I'm not that into hunting and duck season. I do like fucking around, and I like having my hands on stuff. Otherwise, so much of the work that I do is online, is digital, and it never feels like I really make something. And this little piece does it all. I had one of these before, but it was just like 3M tape and it didn't make it. So I'm gonna try epoxy. So I leave Monday or Sunday to head down to Austin. Have some really fun meetings down there. Hopefully gonna have some cool things come up. In the meantime, I wanna try to get my seat heater. Isn't doing great. Awesome purchase. Does everything I want it to do. Heats the van wonderfully. Luckily, we're kind of out of winter, so it's not gonna be as gnarly. But it started blowing white smoke, and I think I almost died the other night from carbon monoxide poisoning. So we're not gonna do that again. And for my fellow lunatics out there, all of this got purged today because I couldn't find the tool I needed to do the seat heater, and I still haven't found it. That's a little bit more realistic of my life, so probably acquire some new parts. I don't know if anyone's tried these. I really like Zins. I never go over a 3 milligram, but I found a company, Athletic Nicotine, and they make like a 1.5 milligram. I really like these. One of the areas I'm trying to make some improvements is really focusing on what's the least of a thing I need to get the response I want, instead of just juicing it to the gills, right? Whether that's caffeine or nicotine or anything. So I'm actually trying to eliminate some energy drinks from my life. I don't have any negative side effects from it per se, but I can't pretend as a 42-year-old man that that's a good idea. Every time this gets shown, I get crushed about it. So this is my vision board. This is one of those things I teach clients. This is how I goal set. This is how I take things that I accomplish and I move them to the board so that I can track progress. This right here is how I always stay focused on how much I'm getting done instead of ever getting caught up in what I have left to do. Because I'm always going to refill this. I'm always going to have goals. I'm always going to have direction. And that's how I manage burnout, is being able to just stay focused on the progress I'm making. And I know that I don't have to worry about getting the big goals that I have done. As long as I move notes, as long as I continue to make progress, I get the outcome I want. And so I'm going to be doing a webinar on this at the end of the month. It'll be free. Go over to Instagram, check me out there, and I'll send you a link, or actually I'll just put it down in the description below, and you can sign up for the Functional Vision Board course, and I'll give you access to how to use this for free at the end of it. I'm officially at that point in my lifting career where I no longer care what I wear when I train. Like, I'll train in jeans. I remember criticizing those people when I was younger. Like, what are they doing? Any extra step's not going to let me train, man. So, like, I don't need a lifting costume anymore. I don't show a lot of training anymore. It's just, I guess I feel about it like I do when I'm brushing my teeth, especially with the hip being hurt. I'm just trying to figure out the least I need to do to feel the way I want to feel, look the way I want to look. And I'm hoping after this, we can actually get back to doing something. We reached a point where I'm getting a walking treadmill. Other than my wife having to admit she's married to some geriatric fuck now with a fake knee and a fake hip who has a walking treadmill under their desk. I'm gonna have to eat the ego on that one and keep moving to make sure that this thing heals right. And more importantly, I stay out of pain. I try to live more like this guy. Annoying you.
Hey?
What do you think, Doug? What do you think about your dad's geriatric fucking treadmill? Any of these chonks gonna do anything? Well, no, that's not for you. Exercise. God. I love that I can talk shit to you without having to cause you trauma you'll have to figure out in therapy later. All right.
Here we go.
Wait a second. You just get the button? Oh, shit. They had some that were up to 400 pounds. They're actually pretty solid. It feels relatively stable. This is honestly pretty fucking impressive for what I...
You also that thing, Glenn, obviously, you take those front legs down, but
This is great.
I'm not sure what,
It gets a little extra gluten there.
you know,
Gluten. I get a little bit more impressive gluteal development.
glutanos.
Look like this one.
Oh, Doug, you're so painful.
Feel like I'm swimming.
And if you take 10 steps, you get more steps.
Bound my feet and I'll just walk all.
I'm burning the TV downstairs.
This is a good move in the morning. Drink coffee and do this because it's gross outside. Because I don't really want to move any faster than this. To eat the sushi I want tonight, I have to do this.
Forever? Still my next meal.
Give it a rip.
Come on, Dougie. Believe you're capable. Young boy Doug. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's very steady.
It's really solid.
You get it there? Does that mean
It's
you?
also relatively quiet enough.
It's not that cool.
Excellent.
Great.
I
Excellent.
love that all LED lights are just the same shit.
Oh, Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
No, don't go on the side. Come on.
We come home and train our cats to use the treadmill. This is what life has become. Oh, that's interesting, ain't it, Dougie? God damn it.
The back legs working is great.
I love watching him.
Hey, you did good. You did good.
Maybe he needs it faster to be exciting.
Gosh. Yeah, maybe.
Let's find out. We haven't tried that yet.
Okay. Ouch. Ouch.
He's not interested in the moment.
Ouch. Okay, you have to sprint, homie. Fast boy, fast boy, fast boy.
You're faster than this, Doug. So one of them is really brave and gets on the treadmill, and then the other one hogs the vent. Fucking vent lord. I will say, after being in St. Louis for the last 7 years, these are some of the worst roads I've ever experienced anywhere in the world. It's pretty amazing. There's some of the looseness I do like about this city. Holy shit, though. The only place I've ever experienced worse roads, they don't have real roads. This is the worst I've seen stuff and the way people drive in a first world country. It's really amazing to me that this place operates the way it does. This is probably the best thing I can do for my hamstrings. Also, I have a thing to train for now, right? Like getting ready for surgery requires me to give a fuck. So I'm gonna get ready for it. I think I also found out today that the original date we picked doesn't work because we have a trip to Morocco within a month of that, so I can't fly that soon. So I'm hoping we're gonna find a date in June. A little bit more time to be prepared. I've just got to keep my mindset on this thing and in the perspective that I want it to be so that I don't get consumed by it. It's all of this rescheduling piece. It's all of this never the right time shit that I know is what I was really avoiding. So, all right, I guess we will take the lessons as they come. It's tough to find options that I can stimulate the hamstrings without pissing off the hip. This kind of helps because it puts traction. Give it a go. A lot of my day looks like this. I can pop out here and get to train for 15 or 20 minutes, enough to reset, and then back in the office and doing what I love. It's not like I don't want to be in there. That's my favorite place. The problem is if I'm in there too long, things kind of get weird. So it's basically like I have to remind myself to come participate out here and move my body to give myself a reset to be able to spend more time in there productively. In all honesty, this is my favorite place on earth to be. This feels like the control center of my spaceship that I get to build and design my fucking life and universe. I love it in here. And this is where I create everything. But this isn't where I get inspired to create. And I have to remind myself of that because I do love the work so much that I will bury myself in here as though I'm gonna find the pot at the end of the rainbow instead of just realizing I'm gonna give myself something else to do because I love being busy.
Like a vision in a crystal ball.
You want it to or not?
Lights are still vibey. So I'm getting the van out back in, leaving town tomorrow morning and heading back out to Austin. Be down there for about a week. Pretty exciting stuff though. I got some meeting with Aubrey and Correct. I'm gonna go meet Eric Hinman. I'm gonna go see Wellborn, probably see Justin. Austin's always been one of my favorite cities. Excited to go back. But that's what this week looks like. The rest of my Friday is gonna be filled with 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. solid back-to-back phone calls. What a life, man. I don't have any complaints about that. I love that I get to do any of this for a living. So being able to sit there, sometimes I can get overwhelmed with the idea of being on the phone for that long. But I've done it enough times to know that at the end of those days, I'm still pretty stoked and in a good mood and really happy about the conversations I get to have with clients. On to the next adventure. Thanks for watching, enjoying week 991. You're not dead yet. Always party.